Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Haut Beyleron, here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, CWATTY. Got a courseplay guy at the moment, trying to do a bit of lime spreading over here. I'm not convinced he's actually doing the job properly. For one thing, he seems to be overlapping a hell of a lot more than he ought to be with this bradle. He was also supposed to do a headland, but he doesn't. He went down that side and then didn't proceed to drive round the rest of the outside of the field. So, I'm not entirely convinced. I'm using the latest version 12 of Courseplay. I have updated it every single time they've released a new release. But yeah, he's not quite doing the task I wanted him to do. He's kind of wasting lime a bit, and at the moment, seeing as I am buying all my lime, because we're not manufacturing any yet. I don't know if I've got any in the silo, have I? Oh, I have got some in the silo. We could. Right, I said we was going to plant oilseed radish. I did. So that is what I'm going to plant. I'm going to do a headland first. But I might end up having to do two. Just to give myself plenty of room to turn around at this top end of the field, and then I'll just work up and down. Now, perhaps I should have checked on the courseplay guy. He was actually, I could have had him buying a lot lime. But I didn't want to buy lime. I don't want the worker buying lime, because I think that's more expensive than if I buy it myself. As yet, I don't know if there's a way to record like refilling courses in Courseplay 22. So like if he does run out of lime, how do I get him to go and replenish himself? He's going to drive down there in a minute. Now, another thing I've not worked out yet is how do I get the guy to resume a course in Courseplay FS22 when, for whatever reason, he has stopped. Might as well fill this all up with lime, because we'll also need it on our other field that we're going to be doing very, very shortly. Now let me have a look at this. So, ideally, he wants to be probably around about here, sort of. No, stop. Just fucking stop, dude. Is he gonna fold? That's how you do it. You've got to move. Okay, I get it now. You've got to move the waypoint. Okay, learned something new there, folks. We'll get oilseed radish done. Very cheap fertilizer, this. Is he going to do the... So basically what's happened there is... Course-play's kind of failed miserably. Because if we actually look, that's the course that Courseplay should have driven. Should have gone down, round, and then he should have started doing his ups and his downs. But ultimately, for whatever reason, he decided not to do his headland. It's a bit of a weird one. Like I say, I know it's only a development version course play. It's not the finely tuned, finished article that we know and love from FS19. And they're trying to obviously implement new ways of doing things in FS22 with the menu system and everything. But yeah, he started. You can see he started on the start point and went down the field. He just didn't bother continuing to do his headland. Because he should have gone round the field first. Because I programmed him to do that so he'd miss the trees. Ah well. Clear that course. Right, this guy will now wait, I guess. No. We're going to use him to lime spread that field that we bought in the last episode. What I want to be doing, obviously, some point in the not too distant future, is producing my lime so I don't have to buy any. So what we'll do is let that guy go and collect my stones for me. We'll get the oilseed radish then planted on this field. And once he's finished over there, we can get oilseed radish planted over there as well. But obviously I was thinking about ploughing that other field, wasn't I? The newly acquired field. To which we might need a bigger plough. Because I'll be honest, I've not checked its... Well, technically it doesn't need ploughing. Nor does it apparently need lime. We could just straight up cultivate then. I think we've got a cultivator. We have 7.5 metre one. if I was to be in the market, for a cultivator, we got the Lemkin one, right. What about if we go down the road of a disc harrow? Yeah, we start needing a lot more horsepowers, don't we? That's... Whoa! John Deere one looked nice. Looks like Mr. Stonepicker's doing a good job. Don't know how well he's handling the field edges, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, we could go straight up cultivate that field. I mean, we'd still need to get all the rocks and that off of it. But we wouldn't need to plough, which would save us a great deal of time. It would also mean we don't need to invest in any new equipment just yet. Knowing what we know right now. I think we'll probably get away with a 7.5 metre cultivator for now. I'm doing field 36. But given the size of these fields, I could probably do with bigger before too long. And maybe we go down the road of getting a harrow. So we've got a choice. We could do shallow cultivating or deep cultivating, you know. We'll have the oilseed radish on here. You know, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna roll the oilseed radish for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, we don't roll oilseed radish. But what we'll do is we'll leave these fields down. Has he been getting all the way up to the edge? Like it. What about down the bottom here? Have you been doing a good job down here? Not quite. I don't expect him to, really. How's he doing? He's at 8% full when it comes to the stone. You might need... He's wasting a bit. He's being a bit wasteful. Right. Put this over here. We'll let him carry on because it keeps him out of trouble. It keeps him out of mischief, doesn't it? Right. So if I wanted to cultivate this field now with course play, let's see. Let's set that to 7. Three headlands. Create fieldwork course. Right, close the panel. Where's he going? No, dude. For some reason, he just randomly drives off. So... out there. Start job. First point. Okay, so it's folding up for some reason. Now he's going to unfold again. This guy's an idiot. But he is actually going to cultivate. I think the field's probably already cultivated, actually. But anyway, we'll let him carry on. By the looks of things, I'm going to need to come back and do the corners. Because he's, he's doing turns. Smooth turns rather than proper turns. You, however, I'm going to stop. Because I just cannot, out of the goodness of my heart, allow you to keep doing what you're doing. Because you're just wasting time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this safe by I'm just going to do the headland. Because by doing the headland, there's not going to be any accidents then of me driving over my freshly seeded oilseed radish whilst I'm turning round. turn that off for a split second. And we get the stones picked up perfectly. Right, we should be in a good spot now. So let me just look at next rows over here. Yeah, I must admit, I'm not as massive a fan of this stone picker as I ought to be. It seems like it's a very lazy mod where somebody's just extended the work mode, the work area, without actually fine-tuning and adjusting the rest of the machine. There is another one I have installed that I may switch over to, which is much better than this because it's actually got proper arms to justify the extra width. So it actually looks like it does the job it's supposed to be doing. I may swap this machine over for that one, because this one just doesn't visually look great, does it? Because it's basically picking up stones from thin air. That don't look right. It's a cheap mod, basically, this is. But anybody with basic knowledge of Giants Editor could have done this for the in-game stone picker. Like I say, there is a better mod out there for people who want to do stone picking but don't want to do um, 5 hours of it. I think what I'll do is I'll collect this. I'll probably send the guy to the shop actually. And we'll sell this. We'll return this stone picker and we'll get a different one. We'll get one that actually looks like it's, you know, capable of doing the job. Well, I know for a fact it's capable of doing the job because we use it on the multiplayer server. We use it on my multiplayer server. We'll get this tipped into the silo. We'll get the stones tipped in the silo. I can take the stones via the trailer to the our lime production facility. 6,039 litres. Also need to get that fertiliser shifted in a bit. I've yet to get myself a separate fertiliser spreader. An actual solid fertiliser spreader. I should really invest in one. We'll send him to the shop. Is all? Anyway, we'll send him to the shop. How's Mr. Cultivator doing? Mr. Cultivator's doing a good starting job on this field. I think he's finished doing the headlands. He's now going to work on up and downs or left and rights, whichever way around he's going to actually do it. So basically, I'm going to let him carry on, folks. We've reached the end of today's episode. When we come back in the next one, we'll probably be getting one of these two fields seeded, I think. Either this field or the one over yonder. And we'll probably get another canola planted, because canola's a good crop for making money. That'll be last day of August, and then when we come back, we'll be into September, which means we'll have the ability to plant wheat and barley. So we'll probably be able to get another field planted. Actually, thinking about it, is it worth doing that? Because I've already got canola on there. It might not be worth planting canola on another field. We might just want to do wheat or barley on probably 35, I'm guessing. We then want to wait till next year. So again, might be another occasion where we oilseed radish. Unless we do barley on a field. Barley on field 41, 42 maybe. Say 38, 39 for next year. Maybe 36 soybean, because that's a good sized field. So we probably want to do oilseed radish 36. yeah, we'll plant wheat on 35, barley on 41, 42. We'll save this field, which could then be corn next year, possibly sorghum, maybe. We'll have a think on that one. But yes, we've reached the end of today's episode, everybody. So thank you for watching. Hope you've gone ahead and clicked that like button for me. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so, and you've enabled your notification bells. I hope you've left your comments, your questions, your suggestions, your feedback, whatever you want to communicate with me. I hope you've left that in the comment section down below the video. A comment is always worth leaving on a video because it really helps out with the algorithm and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Even if it's just to say hello, my name is blah 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 blah. It's great for the algorithm. And then lastly, make sure you share this video with everyone you know and share it everywhere you possibly can. And I will see you all again very soon for another episode. I've been CWATTY. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye for now, everyone.